Have you ever wondered if a single, simple habit could truly transform your health and shield you from the diseases we all fear, like heart disease, cancer, or memory loss? It might sound too good to be true, but this idea is backed not only by modern science but also by ancient wisdom that has stood the test of time. The small choices we make every day have the power to restore our energy, clear our minds, and help us live longer, healthier lives. Especially after 60, when our bodies need a little extra care, these habits become even more valuable. In this video, we'll explore 6 practical, easy-to-follow habits that anyone can start right now. No fancy equipment, no expensive treatments, just simple steps that fit naturally into your day. Along the way, you'll hear real stories from people just like you who have found new vitality by embracing these practices. So stay with us until the end, and discover how tiny changes can lead to big improvements in your health, your mood, and your overall well-being. If you're ready to feel more energized, sharper, and more alive every single day, let's get started. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Morning hydration. If you ask most people about the secret to better health after 60, you might expect to hear about the latest medications, special diets, or expensive supplements. Yet, one of the most powerful things you can do for your health is beautifully simple. Drinking a full glass or 2 of water first thing in the morning. For many older adults, this habit might seem almost too basic to matter. But sometimes, the smallest routines make the biggest difference, especially as we age. Picture this. It's early morning, the house is quiet, and soft sunlight is just beginning to filter through your kitchen window. You shuffle into the kitchen, maybe feeling a little groggy, your joints a bit stiff, and your mind not quite as sharp as you'd like. It's tempting to reach for the coffee pot right away. But before you do, imagine reaching for a tall glass of fresh, room-temperature water instead. This small act can set the tone for your entire day, giving your body exactly what it's been longing for after hours of sleep. Why is morning hydration so important, especially for those of us in our 60s, 70s, or beyond? The answer is rooted in how our bodies change as we get older. After a long night's sleep, usually 6, 8, or even more hours, your body hasn't had any water. During that time, you've lost fluids not just through sweating or getting up at night, but simply by breathing. That's right, even gentle breathing while you sleep slowly draws moisture out of your body. Over time, even mild dehydration can quietly take its toll. You might notice it as morning brain fog, sluggish digestion, or aches and pains that seem to show up more often with every birthday. But what's happening beneath the surface is just as important. When we don't rehydrate after sleep, our blood becomes thicker and moves more slowly. This means your heart, already working harder with age, has to pump with extra effort just to get blood where it needs to go. That thicker blood can drive up blood pressure and slow down circulation, which isn't something any of us wants as we get older. The effects don't stop with the heart. Our brains are roughly 3/4 water, and they rely on a steady supply of hydration to stay sharp and focused. Research has shown that even mild dehydration can make it harder to concentrate or remember the little things, like where you put your keys or what you meant to do next. For those who already worry about memory slipping with age, starting the day with water is a simple step that gives your brain a real advantage. And then there's your body's natural cleaning crew, the liver and kidneys. These vital organs work overtime, especially at night, filtering toxins and waste out of your system. But they need enough water to do their job well. Without it, you're more likely to develop issues like kidney stones, urinary tract infections, or even put yourself at greater risk for some types of cancer. Keeping well hydrated helps your body flush out these wastes efficiently, supporting long-term health in a way that pills and potions simply can't replicate. You might be wondering, does it make that much difference? Let me share the story of Harold, an 82-year-old retiree living in Ohio. For years, Harold battled borderline high blood pressure and those annoying senior moments where words or names would just escape him. His doctor recommended something surprisingly simple. Before his morning coffee, drink a tall glass of filtered water, sipping slowly for about 10 minutes. At first, Harold was skeptical. After all, how could water do what medication and memory tricks hadn't? But after just 3 months, Harold saw real changes. His blood pressure stabilized, his energy lasted through the day, and the forgetfulness that once frustrated him seemed to lift. "I always thought I was just getting old," Harold laughed. "But it turns out I was just dried out." For Harold, and so many others, this small change was the first domino that made so many other things fall into place. So, how do you make this habit stick? The good news is that it's as easy as it sounds, but a few tips can help you make it a natural part of your day. Start by keeping a glass or reusable water bottle on your nightstand or kitchen counter, somewhere you'll see it first thing in the morning. Aim for 16 to 32 ounces of water, which is about 2 big glasses. Room temperature water is gentler on your stomach than ice-cold water, especially for older adults with sensitive digestion. Some people like to squeeze in a bit of fresh lemon for vitamin C or add a pinch of sea salt to support electrolytes, but plain water is just as effective. If you find plain water a little dull, try infusing it with a few slices of cucumber, fresh mint, or even a splash of apple cider vinegar, whatever tastes good and encourages you to drink. The real trick is consistency. Just as you wouldn't skip brushing your teeth, make drinking water the first thing you do each day. You may be surprised at how quickly your body starts to crave this new ritual. Over weeks and months, you'll likely notice the benefits. Easier digestion, less joint stiffness, brighter energy, and perhaps a clearer mind when you sit down for your morning crossword puzzle or walk. A well-hydrated body is simply more resilient, better able to fight off infection, recover from little bumps or falls, and keep moving with confidence as the years go by. If you live somewhere hot, are taking medications that cause fluid loss, or are more physically active, you might need a little extra water. But most people find that making this habit a daily priority is enough to notice real results. And if you ever feel lightheaded, tired, or find your skin a little drier than usual, it might just be your body's gentle nudge to drink up. So tomorrow morning, as you wake up and greet the day, give yourself the simple gift of hydration. This small act of kindness toward your body might be the easiest way to protect your heart, mind, and memory for years to come. And who knows? Like Harold, you might discover that feeling younger, sharper, and more alive starts with something as humble as a glass of water. Morning hydration isn't a miracle cure or a secret reserved for wellness gurus. It's a gentle, everyday ritual, one that reconnects you with your body's natural wisdom and sets you up for a healthier, more vibrant life, no matter your age. So go ahead and raise a glass to your health every single morning. Your future self will thank you. Habit 2. Daily brisk walking. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If there's one thing most doctors, nurses, and even grandmothers can agree on, it's this: movement is medicine. But for many of us, the idea of exercise brings to mind gyms packed with complicated machines, fitness classes with music turned up too loud, or advice to run marathons and push through the pain. The truth is, you don't need to climb mountains or sign up for a race to change your life. Sometimes, the simplest step you can take is, quite literally, a step, and then another, and another. That's where the power of daily brisk walking comes in. A habit so accessible and effective, it often gets overlooked. Imagine this. It's early morning or maybe a cool afternoon. You slip on a comfortable pair of shoes, step outside, and begin walking at a pace that lifts your heart rate, brings a hint of color to your cheeks, and leaves you just a little short of breath, but still able to chat with a neighbor or hum along to a favorite tune. With every step, you're not just moving through your neighborhood or local park. You're moving toward a healthier, more independent future. Why does brisk walking make such a difference, especially for those of us past 60 or 70? The science is both fascinating and deeply reassuring. Walking is one of the most natural forms of movement for the human body, engaging the heart, lungs, muscles, joints, and even the brain in a gentle but effective workout. As we age, our circulation tends to slow, and our joints can become stiff. Taking a brisk walk every day works like oil for the engine, keeping everything running smoothly. When you walk at a brisk pace, enough to feel your heart beating a little faster, but not so much that you can't carry on a conversation. Your heart pumps oxygen-rich blood more efficiently throughout your body. This nourishes your muscles, keeps your joints lubricated, and even helps your brain stay alert and focused. You might notice your thoughts getting clearer, your mood lifting, or that nagging sense of fatigue easing away. For older adults, these effects aren't just nice perks. They're crucial for maintaining independence and quality of life. Let's talk about blood sugar, for example. Many older adults are concerned about diabetes or borderline blood sugar levels. The simple act of walking briskly encourages your muscles to pull more glucose out of your bloodstream, lowering your blood sugar naturally, without pills or complicated diets. Research from the American Diabetes Association shows that regular walking can reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes by nearly a third in those at risk. That's a huge benefit from something as easy as putting one foot in front of the other. But the perks of daily walking go even further. Did you know that consistent walking strengthens your brain? Studies have found that older adults who walk briskly each day experience growth in the hippocampus, a part of the brain tied to memory and learning. This means that regular walks can help you remember names, keep up with conversations, and find those car keys a little faster. The same research shows that walking can delay or even help prevent age-related cognitive decline, a gift that many people don't realize is right at their feet. And there's more. Walking has also been linked to a lower risk of certain types of cancer, such as colon and breast cancer. The reason: regular physical activity, even something as gentle as walking, helps balance key hormones and boosts the immune system, making it easier for your body to identify and get rid of abnormal cells before they become a problem. Plus, walking reduces overall inflammation, a root cause of many chronic diseases. The emotional rewards of walking can be just as meaningful as the physical ones. Meet Carol, a 76-year-old widow who once dreaded doctor's visits, especially after learning her cholesterol was creeping up and her sleep was getting worse. Her doctor suggested she start walking, not marathon distances, just a short, brisk stroll around the block. At first, Carol managed only 5 minutes before feeling tired. But she stuck with it, slowly adding a few minutes each week, encouraged by the changing seasons, blooming flowers, and the occasional friendly face she met along the way. After 6 months, Carol could walk 20 minutes at a steady pace. The transformation was remarkable. Her cholesterol numbers improved, she slept more soundly, and the mental fog that made reading the newspaper difficult began to lift. Carol even found herself looking forward to her walks as a daily ritual. Time to think, reflect, or simply enjoy the world around her. "It's not just exercise," she told her granddaughter. "It's my daily reset button. I come home feeling lighter, happier, and more like myself." So, how can you start your walking journey? The best part is, you don't need fancy gear or a gym membership, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a safe place to walk. Aim for 15 to 30 minutes a day, but don't be discouraged if you can only manage 5 or 10 minutes at first. Consistency matters far more than perfection. If you walk inside your house, at a local mall, or even on a treadmill, the benefits are the same. If the weather is nice, try to get outside. Sunshine and fresh air provide their health boosts, especially when it comes to mood and vitamin D. As you walk, try to maintain a brisk pace, one where your heart rate picks up and you feel a little out of breath, but can still hold a conversation. Swing your arms naturally, and focus on steady, rhythmic steps. If you have a walking buddy, that's wonderful. Many people find it easier to stick to the habit with a friend or a pet. If you prefer solo walks, consider listening to music or a favorite podcast to keep things interesting. Over time, you'll find that your stamina increases, your joints loosen up, and your mind feels sharper. The world outside your door can offer new sights, sounds, and even new friends, all waiting for you on your daily walk. And on those days when motivation is low, remember that every step counts, no matter how small. You are not just passing the time. You're building a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Daily brisk walking is not about speed or distance. It's about moving with intention, honoring your body, and embracing the gift of mobility. Whether you're strolling down a tree-lined street, circling the mall, or simply pacing your living room, know that each walk brings you closer to better health, greater independence, and a brighter outlook for the years ahead. So tie up those laces, step outside, and start walking toward a future filled with energy, joy, and vitality, one step at a time. Habit 3. Deep breathing and mindful stillness. There's a saying that sometimes the best things in life are free, and when it comes to your health after 60, nothing proves that point more than the simple act of breathing deeply and taking a moment to pause. In a world that seems to be moving faster every year, filled with noise, worries about health, family, finances, and the latest news, finding a quiet space and focusing on your breath can feel like a rare luxury. But for those who take the time, this tiny daily ritual can transform both mind and body in powerful ways, helping you meet each day with greater clarity, calm, and resilience. You might be surprised by just how much your breath can do for you. For most of our lives, breathing is something we hardly notice, a background process that keeps us alive without a second thought. Yet, as we age, stress and tension can become daily companions, silently working against us. For many older adults, stress comes from all directions. Money worries, dealing with aches and pains, missing loved ones, or simply adjusting to the changes that come with aging. Over time, these constant worries don't just affect your mood. They show up in your blood pressure, your sleep, your memory, and even your immune system. This is where the power of deep breathing and mindful stillness comes in. It's not about complicated meditation techniques or chanting mantras. It's about learning to give yourself a few minutes each day to breathe deeply, let go of tension, and simply be present. When you do this, you're activating your body's rest and repair system, known in medical circles as the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the opposite of the fight or flight mode so many of us live in, especially when life feels uncertain. Let's make this real with the story of Frank, an 82-year-old widower who spent much of his retirement feeling restless and on edge. For years, he'd battled high blood pressure and irritability, made worse by lonely days and too much time worrying about the future. His granddaughter, visiting one weekend, gently suggested he try a new routine. Each morning, before breakfast, sit quietly in his favorite chair by the window and practice deep breathing for 10 minutes. At first, Frank scoffed. How could sitting and breathing change anything? He thought. But as the weeks passed, he stuck with it, partly because it made his granddaughter happy, and partly because he was running out of options. The results surprised him. After just 2 months, his blood pressure readings were better than they'd been in years, his mood improved, and the tightness in his chest eased. He even rediscovered his love of reading, something he'd given up because his mind was always racing. Frank's story isn't unique. Across the country, older adults are finding that slowing down, breathing deeply, and sitting in stillness bring benefits you can't get from a pill bottle. But what's happening inside the body? When you breathe deeply, expanding your belly rather than just your chest, you signal to your body that it's safe. Your heart rate slows. Your blood pressure drops. Inflammation, that invisible troublemaker linked to everything from arthritis to Alzheimer's, begins to decrease. Your digestive system starts working more efficiently, and your brain gets the oxygen it needs to function at its best. Studies have shown that just a few minutes of diaphragmatic breathing can improve your heart's rhythm and help your body bounce back more quickly from stress. There's also a powerful emotional side to this practice. Many older adults find themselves facing feelings of loneliness, grief, or anxiety, especially if they live alone or have lost loved ones. Mindful stillness, even for a few minutes, Create space to acknowledge those feelings, but not be ruled by them. It's a way of grounding yourself in the present moment, noticing the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds outside, or the rhythm of your breath. Over time, this simple practice fosters resilience, the ability to bend with life's challenges instead of breaking. Getting started is easier than you might think. Find a comfortable place to sit, a favorite chair, a sunny spot on your porch, or even the edge of your bed. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Then, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, letting your belly expand. Hold that breath gently for a count of 4. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for another count of 4, feeling your body soften with each breath out. Repeat this pattern for 5 to 10 minutes. If your mind wanders, and it probably will, just gently bring it back to the feeling of your breath. Some people like to use a timer or a calming app, but all you need is your quiet intention. If 10 minutes feels too long, start with 3. If you forget a day, begin again tomorrow. This isn't about perfection. It's about giving yourself permission to slow down, tune in, and reset. Many people find that pairing this habit with another, like drinking your morning glass of water or winding down before bed, makes it easier to remember. The ripple effects of deep breathing and mindful stillness go far beyond the moment. You may notice that your thoughts are clearer, your patience stretches a bit farther, and everyday aches and pains seem a little less distracting. Your body systems begin to work in harmony, from your heart to your digestion to your immune system. You become more adaptable in the face of change and more present with the people you care about. And perhaps most importantly, you rediscover a sense of control, a reminder that, even as the years pass, you still have the power to care for your mind and body in meaningful ways. So next time you feel the world pressing in, or you're tempted to worry about what tomorrow might bring, pause for a moment. Sit quietly. Inhale deeply. Feel the breath fill your body with life, and let it go. You may find that this tiny act, the kindest gift you can give yourself, makes all the difference in how you meet the day. In a world that's always rushing, deep breathing and mindful stillness are a gentle way to remind yourself that you are still here, still strong, and still worthy of every peaceful breath. Habit 4. Cold water exposure. When most people think about the secret to feeling more energetic and resilient after 60, the idea of cold water probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind. Just the thought of a chilly shower or a splash of cold water on a brisk morning might bring back memories of childhood swim lessons or accidentally turning the faucet the wrong way. But what if something as simple as a brief exposure to cool water could wake up your entire body, boost your mood, and protect your health in ways you never imagined? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Believe it or not, the science and the stories agree. Cold water exposure is a gentle yet powerful habit, one that anyone can add to their daily routine, no matter their age or physical ability. And the best part is, you don't need to plunge into an icy lake or endure uncomfortable extremes to enjoy the benefits. For older adults, especially, a few seconds of cool water on the skin each day can help you feel more alive, more alert, and even a little bit younger. So, why is cold water exposure so effective, especially for those in their golden years? The answer starts with understanding how our bodies react to small, controlled stressors. When you step into a cool shower, splash cold water on your face, or dip your hands into a bowl of chilled water, your body kicks into action. This gentle shock prompts your blood vessels to constrict briefly, and then quickly expand again, encouraging better circulation throughout your entire system. That improved blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients are delivered to your muscles and organs, helping you move, think, and heal with greater ease. Even more interesting is the effect on your heart and immune system. Regular cold water exposure, even if it's just a short burst at the end of your normal shower, encourages your heart to beat more efficiently. It also stimulates your immune cells to circulate, keeping your body ready to fend off infections. Several studies have found that people who make cold showers a habit report fewer colds and minor illnesses. For older adults, whose immune systems can slow with age, That's a meaningful difference. One that could translate to more days spent doing what you love. There's another surprising benefit, too. Cold water can be a powerful mood booster. That rush of chilly water triggers your body to release endorphins and norepinephrine, chemicals that not only help fight inflammation, but also lift your spirits and clear away mental fog. You know that invigorated feeling you get after walking into a brisk autumn breeze? Cold water exposure gives you that same natural reset, leaving you feeling refreshed and ready to take on the day. And if you're concerned about metabolism or blood sugar, there's good news there as well. Cold water helps activate brown fat, a special kind of body fat that burns energy to generate heat. For seniors, whose metabolism may have slowed a bit, this boost helps your body regulate temperature, manage weight, and even support healthy blood sugar levels. It's like giving your cells a gentle nudge to work just a little harder, keeping you more balanced from the inside out. Of course, the idea of cold water can sound daunting at first. That was certainly the case for Gloria, a 76-year-old grandmother who spent years battling joint stiffness and foggy mornings. When her grandson suggested ending her shower with 30 seconds of cold water, Gloria laughed. "That's for teenagers," she said, "not for people like me." But after hearing about the science, she decided to give it a try. Just 15 seconds of cool water at the end of her usual warm shower. The first few mornings, Gloria braced herself and let the cool water run over her arms and back. She shivered and even squealed a bit, but she also noticed something else. Her joints felt less stiff, her mind seemed clearer, and her mood brightened. Within 2 weeks, Gloria was looking forward to that refreshing blast at the end of her shower. "It's like I'm waking up my whole body, not just washing it," she said. By the end of a month, her aches had lessened, her energy had grown, and she found herself more willing to take walks and enjoy time with friends. Gloria's story isn't unusual. It's just one example of how this gentle practice can make everyday life better, one chilly splash at a time. If you're wondering how to get started, remember, you don't need to dive headfirst into cold water. This habit is about consistency, not intensity. If a cold shower sounds overwhelming, try starting small. Maybe splash your face and arms with cool water each morning. Or fill a bowl with chilled water and soak your hands for 30 seconds. As you get used to the sensation, you can gradually increase the time or switch to a cool rinse at the end of your normal shower. The key is to listen to your body. Never force yourself to stay longer than is comfortable, and always stop if you feel dizzy or chilled. Beyond the physical benefits, many people find that cold water exposure builds emotional resilience, too. Life after 60 brings changes, sometimes joyful, sometimes challenging. Facing that brief moment of discomfort in the shower each day can remind you of your strength and adaptability. It's a small act of courage, one that sets a positive, proactive tone for the rest of your day. Over time, you may notice improvements in circulation, joint comfort, mental clarity, and even sleep. You might find yourself feeling a little more energetic in the morning or bouncing back from stressful situations more easily. And you'll be nurturing a habit rooted in both science and tradition, a gentle, drug-free way to support your body's natural ability to heal and thrive. So tomorrow morning, as you step into your daily routine, consider adding a few seconds of cool water. Let it remind you that change is always possible, that new energy is just beneath the surface, and that every day holds the promise of renewal. Cold water exposure is a celebration of vitality, a way to honor your body's resilience, one refreshing moment at a time. Habit 5. Deep breathing rituals, again, but more detailed. Breathing is the one thing we do every moment of every day without thinking. It's automatic, effortless, and yet so vital that without it, life simply wouldn't exist. But what if I told you that how you breathe, not just that you breathe, could have a profound impact on your health, especially after 60? That by simply changing the way you breathe, you can lower your blood pressure, ease anxiety, improve memory, boost immunity, and even reduce your risk for serious conditions like stroke and heart disease? This is the power of deep breathing rituals, a practice rooted in centuries of wisdom and now backed by modern science. Unlike complicated yoga or meditation techniques that may seem intimidating, deep breathing is accessible to everyone. It requires no special equipment, no classes, and you can do it anytime, anywhere. Just a few minutes a day can become a hidden fountain of youth for your body and mind. As we age, many of us develop shallow breathing habits without realizing it. Stress, tension, and even sitting for long periods encourage chest breathing. Quick, shallow breaths that don't fully engage the lungs. This kind of breathing keeps the body stuck in a low-level fight-or-flight response, increasing stress hormones like cortisol and fueling inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to a host of age-related diseases: arthritis, heart problems, dementia, and more. Deep breathing flips the script. When you breathe deeply into your belly, a technique called diaphragmatic breathing, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and repair system. This calms your heart rate, reduces blood pressure, lowers inflammation, and helps your body recover and rejuvenate. Your organs get more oxygen, your brain functions better, and your mood stabilizes. It's like telling your body, it's safe now. You can relax. Consider George, an 81-year-old retiree who struggled with memory lapses, insomnia, and a foggy mind. He tried everything: supplements, cutting back caffeine, puzzles, but nothing gave lasting relief. Then his nurse daughter introduced him to a simple breathing technique: inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale slowly for 8. George was skeptical, but gave it a try for 5 minutes each morning. Within a week, he was sleeping better. After a month, he could remember phone numbers and appointments more easily. 3 months later, his doctor noted significant improvement in his blood pressure. George felt like his mind and body were finally talking to each other again. The benefits of deep breathing reach far beyond calming the nervous system. Each slow, intentional breath gently massages your internal organs: lungs, liver, kidneys, and intestines, improving digestion, toxin elimination, and nutrient absorption, which all tend to slow down with age. This can help ease common complaints like bloating, constipation, and sluggish metabolism. Starting a deep breathing ritual is simple. Find a quiet, comfortable spot where you won't be disturbed: a favorite chair, a sunny porch, or even your bed. Sit or lie down with your shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Place one hand on your belly and one on your chest. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for about 4 seconds, feeling your belly rise under your hand while your chest stays still. Hold that breath gently for 7 seconds, then slowly exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds, letting your belly fall. This 478 breathing pattern, named for the timing of inhale, hold, and exhale, is easy to learn and highly effective. If 7 seconds feels too long at first, shorten it and build up gradually. The key is to make the exhale longer than the inhale to signal safety and relaxation to your nervous system. Repeat this cycle for 5 to 10 minutes daily. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath without judgment. Many people find it helpful to pair deep breathing with another relaxing habit, maybe after your morning glass of water or before bed. Apps like Calm or Headspace offer guided breathing exercises if you want extra support, but a quiet timer and your breath are enough to start. Over time, these moments of calm become more natural and their effects multiply. You'll likely notice lower anxiety, improved sleep, reduced joint pain, and sharper thinking. Deep breathing also supports heart health by improving heart rate variability, a key marker of cardiovascular fitness and stress resilience. This simple practice reconnects you with your body in a gentle, loving way. It reminds you that no matter your age or challenges, you have the power to influence your health and well-being with just your breath. Taking a few minutes each day to breathe deeply is an act of self-care and presence, a quiet declaration that you're here, you matter, and you deserve to feel your best. So tomorrow, when you find yourself rushing or feeling overwhelmed, pause for a moment. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let your body relax. It might just become your favorite ritual, a hidden gem of health that transforms how you move through your day and your years to come. Habit 6. Consistent sleep-wake schedule. If you've ever found yourself tossing and turning at night, waking up tired even after what should have been a full night's sleep, you're not alone. Sleep troubles are one of the most common complaints as we get older. Many people assume that restless nights, daytime fatigue, or waking up multiple times is just part of getting old, something unavoidable that we must simply accept. But the truth is, maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule can be one of the most powerful habits to improve your health, mental clarity, and overall quality of life after 60. Think of your body like a finely tuned orchestra, with a built-in conductor known as the circadian rhythm, your internal clock that regulates when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. This clock controls a symphony of processes, including hormone release, metabolism, digestion, and immune function. Melatonin, the hormone that signals it's time to sleep, rises and falls with this rhythm. Cortisol, which keeps you alert during the day, follows its pattern. When your sleep-wake schedule is irregular, going to bed at wildly different times or sleeping in on weekends, this delicate balance gets thrown off. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Over time, a disrupted circadian rhythm can lead to a cascade of health problems. Poor sleep has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, memory problems, and even Alzheimer's disease. A 2021 study found that irregular sleep patterns can be just as harmful as getting too little sleep. When your body can't anticipate when it's time to rest and when it's time to be active, essential repair processes slow down. Your brain's natural cleanup crew struggles to clear away waste proteins during deep sleep, which may contribute to cognitive decline. That's why a consistent sleep-wake schedule isn't just about getting enough hours of sleep. It's about going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends. This regularity helps your body know when to release melatonin and cortisol, synchronizing your internal clock so you feel sleepy when you need to and alert when you wake. The result? Deeper, more restorative sleep and more energy during the day. Consider Frances, a 78-year-old widow who suffered from restless nights and foggy mornings. She had tried everything: sleep aids, herbal teas, warm baths, and meditation apps, but nothing offered lasting relief. Then her grandson, a student in health sciences, suggested something surprisingly simple. Pick a fixed bedtime and wake time and stick to it, no matter what. Frances was skeptical at first, especially since some nights she barely slept at all. But she committed to going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking at 6 a.m. every day. After just 3 weeks, Frances noticed a remarkable change. She began waking naturally without an alarm, felt more refreshed, and her arthritis flare-ups became less frequent and painful. "It's like my body finally knows what to do," she said. Her grandson explained that the regular schedule allowed her brain's lymphatic system, the built-in janitor, to clear away toxins more effectively during sleep, protecting her from memory problems. Establishing a regular sleep-wake rhythm also stabilizes hormones beyond melatonin and cortisol. When these hormones are in sync, they help balance blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and keep your immune system strong. Without regularity, you might feel tired during the day yet wired at night, a frustrating cycle that worsens stress and health. So how can you adopt a consistent sleep-wake schedule? Start by choosing a bedtime that allows for 7 to 8 hours of sleep and a wake time that fits your natural rhythm. For many, that might be 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Stick to these times every day, even if you have a restless night or feel tempted to sleep in on weekends. Resist napping late in the day or going to bed too early to catch up on missed sleep, as this can confuse your internal clock. Create a calming pre-sleep routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This could be listening to soft music, practicing gentle stretching, reading a book, or drinking a warm cup of herbal tea. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, alcohol, and screen time for at least an hour before bed. since blue light from phones and TVs can suppress melatonin production and make falling asleep harder. Make your sleep environment inviting, cool, dark, quiet, and comfortable. Consider blackout curtains, white noise machines, or a fan if outside noise disturbs you. A supportive mattress and pillows also help ease aches and promote restful sleep. Over time, this consistent routine trains your body to expect rest at the right times. You'll likely find yourself falling asleep faster, waking fewer times during the night, and feeling more energized and clear-headed during the day. That's the power of syncing with your body's natural rhythm. Maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule isn't just about sleep, it's a foundation for overall well-being. When your sleep is steady, your mood stabilizes, your memory sharpens, and your heart and metabolism get the support they need. It's a habit that protects you from many of the common chronic conditions of aging and helps you live a fuller, more vibrant life. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, think about when you'll wake up tomorrow morning, and commit to that plan. Set a gentle alarm if you need to, and permit yourself to honor your body's natural clock. It might not feel easy at first, but stick with it. Your body and mind will thank you for the gift of consistent, healing sleep, night after night, year after year. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It's a vital part of your health routine, as important as eating well or moving your body. By making your sleep schedule a priority, you're investing in your long-term vitality, memory, and happiness. And that's something worth waking up for every single day. As we wrap up this journey through 6 simple but powerful habits, remember that real change doesn't come from quick fixes or complicated routines. It comes from small, consistent steps that honor your body and mind every single day. Whether it's starting your morning with a glass of water, taking a brisk walk around the neighborhood, practicing deep breathing, embracing the invigorating chill of cold water, or setting a steady sleep schedule, each habit is a gift you give yourself. These are not just tips. They're invitations to reclaim your vitality, your clarity, and your joy in life. Aging is a journey full of challenges, but also opportunities. It's never too late to begin caring for yourself in ways that support your health and happiness. The stories we shared are proof that you don't need to be an athlete or spend hours in a gym. You just need the willingness to start and the patience to keep going. Imagine waking up with more energy, clearer thoughts, and a heart that feels lighter. Imagine living your days with confidence, knowing you're doing something meaningful for your well-being. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What habit resonated with you the most? Which one are you excited to try first? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else in this wonderful community to take that first step, too. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more tips and stories designed to help you live your best life after 60. Together, let's embrace aging with strength, grace, and joy, one habit at a time.